Hello beasts of YouTube. In today's video we are going to cover the very strange disappearance of Eric Smith. He would go missing hunting on his property and would never be seen again, even with an extensive search. The case remains unsolved and no other evidence has appeared since, but let's jump into the case. November 8th, 2013. On a Friday, Eric Smith left his home, set on West Hurt Buggy Road in Virginia, to go hunting on his personal 40-acre property. Evening came, and with temperatures dropping and no Eric, his concerned wife went to tell Eric's mother at a local church. The followers of the church sprang into action to start searching, and authorities were notified. Eric was wearing a camouflage shirt and pants, a titanium Timex watch, and carrying a Thompson Center .50 caliber muzzle-loading gun with a stainless steel barrel and a camouflage print stock. Several days before Eric's disappearance, his wife had called in sick on his behalf for several days, saying he had flu-like symptoms. This was unusual for his wife to call in on his behalf. He left his phone at home, which also was not normal for him to do. A Virginia State Police helicopter with forward-looking infrared was used that night. The next day, the searchers brought in sniffer dogs. There were several scents that led from Eric's house, but went nowhere. There was one scent that was detected that appeared to head back to the house, but there was no telling if it was a few days before. Cedar Bluff Police Chief David Mills said, quote, "Smith carried a muzzleloader with him, with one shot likely already loaded, so search coordinators brought explosive detection dogs into the search yesterday from the Virginia State Police and Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries. These dogs are trained to detect material that goes into explosive devices, which includes gunpowder." Around 60 people were included in the search by Sunday afternoon, November 10th, including trained search and rescue teams from across the region, co-workers from Consol Energy, fire department members, other members from the community, and 6 air scent dogs. Chief David Mills said with Eric wearing high-tech camo, the search was more difficult. Quote, "He can be laying down and he would be impossible to see," unquote. He went on to say that the terrain was also a big problem in the search. With thick underbrush and steep hills, it is necessary to cover an area multiple times to be thorough. There eventually was a $20,000 reward for information leading to Eric's location and/or recovery, but nothing was reported or found. So what happened to Eric? He had hunted his land year after year and knew it very well. Also, his tree stand was less than a mile from his home. It is a very odd case, but let's jump into some of the theories. Theory 1 is that since his wife had made that call about him being sick, that he was overcome by his illness while out hunting on his property. This theory, though, would make it seem like he or his body would have been found very quickly. If he had become overwhelmed by his illness while out hunting for some reason, he wouldn't have gone far. Also, if he could, he would have tried to make it back to his house, a mile away. That is, if he was at his tree stand. Some theorize that Eric, bones, or a gun haven't been found because he ended up in a cave or fell into a sinkhole. Theory 2 is that foul play was involved. That either his wife, stranger, or a hunter who accidentally shot him and hid the body. This could explain why they never found his body or firearm. Maybe some hunter accidentally shot him while they were illegally hunting on private property. They freaked out and took Eric and his firearm to hide. The body and gun was never found. This could mean that he was taken from the land or was never actually there. Some speculate that his wife was somehow involved because he hadn't been seen or heard because of his apparent illness. Theory 3 was that something more strange and/or supernatural had occurred to Eric Smith. This could explain if he had gone out hunting on his land and then just seemed to vanish off the earth. This case is very strange, and unfortunately, no evidence has come up since Eric's disappearance. What do you guys think happened to Eric? Let me know in the comments. I would really like to know. Also, please like and subscribe.